1075, 1063, Columbus's #1 for hip-hop and R&B, and the new home of the morning hustle. The girl doing the most, CeCe doing the most, and chopping up with a legend on my phone line, Dutch from Philly. How you doing? How you feeling?
Oh, man, I'm blessed. I hope everybody else is doing great during this crazy time in America with this pandemic going on. But other than that, I'm living. How are you, C?
Man, I'm doing good. How are you and your family hanging in there?
Oh, man, it's tight right now in Philadelphia, but, you know, we're prevailing due to the graces of God. You know, God has always been my #1 go-to person, so you know how it goes.
Amen. And how are you taking advantage of this mandatory sit-down? Are you writing? Are you kind of trying to take some time to actually sit down and make some plans for the rest of the year?
Yeah, I mean, I don't do too much writing. I go in the booth and I just do what's natural to me. You know, after the 25 years that I've been in the business, I do what's heartfelt. If the music isn't heartfelt, then I don't think it should be displayed to the public. That's just my point of view. So, you know, I mean, I made more money inside than I made outside. I could tell you that. It's crazy, but, you know, the business is still going on. It just, you know, what people have to prepare themselves for is that you never know when things like this are going to occur, so you should always make sure you got a plan B.
Yeah,
you know?
That's definitely facts. And you know what? I wish some of today's artists and rappers would, you know, take heed to that, especially the part where you said, you know, if it ain't sounding right or if it ain't perfected, I'm not gonna put it out. Period.
Absolutely.
Yes, and you know you are a part of an infamous rap group, Major Figgas from Philly. You know, Gillie Da Kid, Pump J, Spade, Bianca. How is everybody doing these days?
Oh, everybody's doing great. Gillie actually stepped into the podcast world.
I see.
And yeah, he's doing great with his $1 million worth of game. Spade just released a project with Lava called Glory, and he also released Hall of Fame Flows, produced by Ebo, the producer, who is from Chris Brown's last project, Indigo.
Okay.
So, you know, everybody's just working right now. Everybody's just come to the realization that, you know, we started off as young people who really didn't understand the aspect of business. So now that we understand the aspect of business, we try to do business as best as we know, you know,
right.
and that's studying and learning every day, because there's never too much you can learn about business.
Right. And like you say, you know, Gillie, I kind of, you know, I'm a late 80s baby. So, you know, I heard a little bit about Gillie Da Kid, but recently it's like, you know, with the podcast, and he's done a lot with battle rap. Like, he's actually showed a lot of love to the battle rappers. And I seen that he was actually at a Cassidy battle when Cassidy didn't do too good against Arsenal.
Yeah, I was there myself.
Oh, you was there? Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
My little brother Tay Rock was battling that night.
Oh yes,
so.
Tay Rock is Geechee Gotti.
Yeah. So I was there that night. I mean, you know, I like to support all of the things that go on with the culture, you know. I mean, yeah, Cassidy didn't do too well in some people's eyes, and I'm one of those people's eyes who he didn't do too well in, but, you know, that's still my little brother as well.
I mean, it's always love, but, I mean, do y'all tell him? Because this man be telling the rest of us, like, I don't know what y'all talking about. I was spinning the hottest shit ever. I'm like, when? What the? I mean, like, who is telling him this? Why aren't y'all telling him the truth?
No, I mean, listen to me, right? When I'm asked questions on that situation, I don't plead the fifth. You know what I'm saying? I actually tell him. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we talk personally, because Barry is a kid that used to spend time on my porch with my little brother.
Okay.
You know, and it's just crazy because a lot of guys, you know, it's a different platform. The battle rap scene is a whole different platform.
Yeah.
It's not like recording a record and pinning it out. Though you may have hits, you still have to step into the ring with your dog mentality, and you have to bite anything that comes in your way. So he does what he does, but it's like, he's very high on energy in the beginning, and then it starts to, just dwindle away. And these guys that you battle, they go from one round to the second round to the third round, and they're elevating. So it's like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's super crazy.
I will say this about Cassidy. He definitely is showing battle rappers how you should market, how you should brand yourself, and how to take advantage of the huge platform that they do have in front of them when it comes to battle rap.
My thing is, I live in a world where you're only good as the last thing that you've done.
Yeah.
So with Cassidy, he knows how to sell. So what he does do good for the platform is he brings a lot of controversy and a lot of, pregame to it. But it's just, you got to finish strong. You gotta finish strong, and if you're not gonna finish strong, you just stay away from it. But he found a way to make it lucrative for himself. So I mean, shout out to Cassidy.
He sure did. But let's talk more about you right now. And have you as far as what you said earlier, just trying to study and learn the business and learning how things are operating in today's world as far as being a hip-hop artist or just an artist in general. Are you trying to be more incorporated as far as like social media? Like, would we ever see you do a podcast,
Well, every day, I'm sorry to cut you.
Yeah.
Every day I go on my Instagram and I do an Instacast. I don't really like the podcast stuff. I do an Instacast, and it's called Wrap Your Brain Around That I don't want to curse, wrap your brain around that shit, Instacast. So I just basically allow people to come in and tell me things that they can or can't wrap their brain around due to, anything. So, me tapping into it, I'm used to just putting out consistent work. I took a little break due to the loss of my mother from bone cancer. So I just took a slight break. With that slight break, I've, resurfaced, and I have some great records, and I'm just putting them out and enjoying my time of still being sane in 2020. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of people who are losing their minds. If you pay attention to social media, you got the young chops and all of these people who are losing their minds.
Man.
And it's just good to have sanity in 2020. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing right now. I mean, when I started this, it was really time to get in. You didn't have demos. You had to rely strictly upon talent to get into the business. So, I've done some great records. I'm on Cameron's second album, Sports Drugs Entertainment. I'm on Funkmaster Flex The Tunnel. So I'm on some albums that will always be listened to.
Right.
So I'm just happy with that. You know what I mean? I'm happy with that.
Right, and you got a new single that a lot of us are happy about, and we're loving it, Obamacare, with Jadakiss, all right?
Of course.
I know y'all two go way back, but how did y'all link up recently to do that track together?
I used to live in Yonkers when I was 18 years old. So upon me trying to get into the business, you had to battle a lot of people. Years ago, not just to, I don't want to get too drawn away from the question, but years and years ago, we would go to any event that was going on in Philadelphia and just rap. Another member of my group, his name is Bump, he had went to the Puffy concert. Jadakiss and the Locks were in the back, and him and one of my friends who is not here, he's been gone since about 2006, they rapped for the Locks. The next day, Sheik Luch from the Locks, my other brother, salute to him, he sent a car to come and get them. So they went up to Yonkers. After that, the car would come down every weekend. So, it's just like, get in the car, let's go over to Yonkers. So Jadakiss would make us battle everybody in Yonkers.
Wow.
And, it was like a vicious dog fight, And, everybody in the industry would use young rappers to either make money off of them or make them battle to say, okay, I got the hottest up-and-coming artist that are going to come out. With that happening, me and Jadakiss always had a great rapport. We always had a great relationship. As of recently, I just started calling them my favors. Bro, I'm ready to start again. I'm ready to go. And he was like, let's lock in. So at this time, he's working on the Ignatius project, and I'm locked in. I'm doing my album, which is called Projectiles and Cognac.
Right.
And I sent him over what I thought would be something that me and him could vibe on. A couple weeks later, he was like, yo, check your email. I checked my email. Obamacare was in there, and it was way more than I thought I was going to get. Not saying that he would have gave me no slum music. It's just at the time when he was creating that album, which is something for a friend of ours named Ice Pick J, passed away from cancer. He also played me Pearly Gates, which is the intro to his album. It was like we just both were inspiring each other. And, with my recent misfortunes that I've been going through, Kiss has always been there for me. He's always showed me love. So, we got way more to come. I just don't want to speak on a lot of things, but yeah, I'm ready to hit him.
It's crazy you say that because I got a chance to interview Jadakiss last month with DJ Mr. King. And outside looking in, I always thought he was solid. I've never heard anything about him not being a solid guy. And just speaking to him for 10 minutes, I got that same impression about him as well.
Oh, he's one of the most sturdiest people in this business because what he does is he still applies the old rules to today. Mm-hmm. With just being real. You know what I'm saying? Real is rare these days. So, you can't always expect people to do or say what they portray. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he portrays what he is, and that's one thing I love about him. So,
right.
Ignatius out right now on all platforms. Make sure y'all go download that as well.
Yes, most definitely. And you know what? Talking with Jadakiss, he definitely is tapped in with what's going on in hip-hop today with the artists of today. And, he even told us that Lil Baby was one of his favorite artists out right now. Are you tapped in what's going on with hip-hop? And do you have any of these newer rappers or artists as your faves?
Yeah, I love it's a few artists that I love. I mean, I love Sauce Walker.
Okay.
I love, of course, Lil Baby is fire. I also love, it's a guy named Money Man from Atlanta that I listen to. Yeah, I definitely tap in. You got to tap in if you're gonna be a part of this business. You have to tap into what's going on. If you don't tap into what's going on, you're gonna be more socially distant than now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta tap into it. I mean, you gotta have a playlist. If you ain't, you don't have no playlist, you're not gonna know what's going on. You're not gonna be sonically correct.
Right.
So
I think that's refreshing, especially the younger generation of artists, to hear that from an OG and from somebody like you, because a lot of times you see older artists or older people in media talk down on what the new cats and the new generation of hip-hop artists are doing. So now all the new generation of artists think the old heads don't like them. They're saying, nah, like, if you good, I'll rock with you. I have no issue with you.
The thing about it is that I don't like is people will say, okay, they don't like mumble rap or whatever they call it. Mm-hmm. But when you really look at it in hindsight, they're really contradicting themselves, because what about the groups like Bone Thugs and Harmony? Or what about the people like Twister who rap so fast that you had to listen to it maybe 5 or 6 times to understand what he was talking about?
Right.
So you can't really say that they're mumble rapping, especially not Lil Baby. Lil Baby has some of the most solid lyrics out right now.
I just think it's his cadence or like his delivery. It makes it seem to some people like it's lazy and he's not putting a lot of effort into it, but it's really just his cadence. It's like that's how he talks, and not everybody's gonna be on a mic and start barking on a mic and being like overly aggressive. But
I'm gonna tell you something that I salute you on just now. You just said this key word, cadence. That's so important to understand. They saying that this brother has a lazy flow, but he's waking up and going to the bank. What's wrong with them? You understand what I'm saying? Like his flow ain't that lazy. If he, I watched the brother perform to the point where he had to get an IV in his arm because he done so many shows.
Wow.
Because this guy is working so hard. So those are the people who just can't make it past go. You understand what I'm saying? That are saying these things. You got to look at artists like Roddy Ricch.
Yeah.
Super dope artists. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes,
super dope artists. Like, I mean, you got to commend these young fellas because at the end of the day, they're still, what happens is we light torches in the music business, and you pass the torches on. They're running to the finish line. Allow these brothers to do what they need to do. That's the problem. R.I.P. Nipsey and people like that. Like, you got to remember, Nipsey was not a virtually young artist. He just had a chance to do what he needed to do later on in his career, but he's been grinding for 10, 15 years. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I don't like people that do that. Allow people to be as great as they're going to be. If you don't listen to it, all you got to do is, when you make your playlist, don't put them on it.
Right. I respect that a lot. I definitely respect that.
It's not hard.
And that's dope you saying that, and I hope that the younger audience and the younger crowd can understand that it's not all hate coming from y'all side, and also from the for the old heads, they need to stop hating too.
Right. Well, my thing to say to them is, all the young people, never let nobody kill your joy.
Amen.
You know, if you get a joy out of making music and you make it for yourself, make music for your heart, make music for your spirit, and make music for your soul, and it will always transcend through time. That's what people have to understand. Music is a today thing. It's a forever thing. Music, you know, once you record a record, you may pass on, but that record could always be played again. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how some people, it's a young lady that I was listening to. I think her name was Jessie Reyes or something like that. And a year ago, she put out a record, and now it's popping. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's another young lady. She has a song, I Need You Around. A year ago, she recorded this record and put this record out, and now it's doing what it needs to do.
That's how it be.
Yeah, you can't put a time limit on when it's going to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even, oh man, it's another artist that I listen to, Billie Eilish.
You listen to Billie?
What? Man, listen. Let me tell you something. Dude, let me tell you something. When you are tapped in, see, what I do is I tap in to what's going on. And when you know, she has a song called Zanny. I love that record.
That's what's up. Yes!
Because I know how to sit there, you know, dissect what she means by this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What these people mean by what they're talking about. And that's what music is. Music is a way, it's an outlet. You know, if you're sitting there and you're feeling some type of way, you could play a certain song and it'll make you feel better.
That is definitely true. That's definitely true. That's
just
what's up. Man, I feel like we could talk about this subject all day, but I know you're a busy man, so I'm going to let you go. Before that, though, I do want to talk about the album Projectiles and Cognac. What can fans expect from that album?
Oh, man, you can expect. Okay, so on this album, I have 38 special from Trust Union. You know what I'm saying? He's also affiliated with Griselda, with Benny the Butcher, and the rest of my guys over there at Griselda.
Yes.
So I got 38 special on the record. I have Jadakiss, of course. I have my guy Big Ooh on the record. I also have a record with Drama B2R called Back Against the Wall on all platforms right now, along with the Obamacare that's on all platforms. So this, what you can expect from this, I also have production from Evo. And I keep stressing that Evo name because in a couple of years, this is going to be one of those Pharrell type of producers.
Okay.
He already has a placement on Indigo, Chris Brown's last project.
Right.
So just for me to work with him was extraordinary.
That's what's up.
This project for me is, you know, the name, Projectiles and Cognac. I know a lot of people go, whoa, Projectiles and Cognac, what is that? What is that? For me, I was taking a lot of shots in life. I just took some shots of Hennessy and said, you know what, forget those people. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shots I took in life were the projectiles. You know, sometimes they hurt when people are stabbing you in your back and you're dealing with a whole bunch of nonsense.
Right.
Especially living in Philadelphia where we have, you know, a murder capital, you know what I'm saying, where people, you know, are suffering from opiate addiction and things like that. So, you sometimes you may just have to sit back and just take a sip and just say, let me just go ahead, relax, and just breathe and inhale and exhale this positivity. So I have records for gun violence on there. I have records, like Obamacare. Obamacare for me was me wishing that we still had a president like Barack Obama.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Because Obama cared. You know what I'm saying? Obama cared. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
As you can hear when Jadakiss talks about the, Obamacare on his verse, he just, it would have been an issue if they let niggas in jail get it. It came with a free phone. I used to make sales. I mean, the phones and the things like that. You know what I'm saying? That Obama did for us. So, that's another thing that, I just wanted to make sure that I was politically correct on this album, politically correct on this album, and emotionally attached to my people.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And what are your plans for after this lockdown is finally over?
Well, I was supposed to be on tour right now as we speak.
Oh, damn.
We had a tour going on called the Legacy Tour with myself, R.J. Payne, 38 Special, and a couple other artists that we were going to put on there. We also had, it's crazy. Don Q was supposed to do a show with us and stuff like that. So we just had a lot of stuff that we were going to do. So I'm just ready to tap back into that. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what's up.
Just to finish off, so we got June 11th. We hoping that they open this world back up so we could go ahead and rock back out. We had Ohio on the tour.
For
so
real?
It was like,
where was y'all
we had
gonna
Ohio.
Come?
Kev takes, Kev, shout the 1122 MMG management. That's my management team. They had, I know it was supposed to be like somewhere like in Dayton or something like that. We were supposed to be like in Dayton, Ohio, somewhere.
Oh, okay, Dayton. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I also got an OG up there that does a lot of spoken word. Salute to my man Silk. He's up there. He's dangerous on the spoken word. He's from Ohio. And it's just like, I can't wait. I can't wait to get back out. I mean, like everybody else.
I know that's right. But, I mean, until you can get back on the road and we can all go back outside, we definitely got your single, Obamacare, with Jadakiss. We got that album is it going to drop anytime soon?
Yeah, I want to release one more single.
Okay.
And then, because I got a lot of offers on the table right now. I had a meeting with Rock Nation. I had a meeting with Atlantic. So it's like, I just, right now, a good thing, I want them to know this before I leave. Right now, first and second quarter money is still sitting inside of the label. So get your numbers right because they ready to spend.
I know that's right. Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Man, thank you for the wisdom. Thank you for them words. And definitely thank you for your time. Like I said, everybody, Obamacare with Jadakiss is out right now. So go check that out and keep an eye on you. And where can everybody find you on social media?
DutchieMan_MF. And before I go, please stay home. That's all I want to tell y'all. Stay home. Don't rush back out into this world without knowing that this stuff is controlled, because the people that are suffering are us. It doesn't matter whether white, black, just stay home.
That's what's up. Definitely. Please stay home and definitely take care of Dutch, and you and all your family, loved ones, and friends. Definitely take care too.
You too, C, and I really appreciate you for this platform, and make sure everybody tune in.
All right, man. Hopefully we can see each other or talk to each other down the line. If you come to Columbus, Ohio, definitely pull up to the station.
You already know. Salute.
Salute, man. Thank you.